said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that C. Ooh, and she fucking tricky. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is, gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold the conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that C.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Herbert. 5. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell.
Come on.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 18.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
New York.
Darnold on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Come on.
The 5th guy is giving something.
Damn.
All get on the same page.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Airing one out, and it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
C.J. Mosley.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass to Herbert is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie. Charles, how much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a carry for the forward. First round for the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Jets 7, Chargers 0.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
On Bell, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know a retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
Get your ass over there.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Green. Touchdown, LA. Virgil Green. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have
Oh, my God, get out of here, dog.
And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Ty Long now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Oh my God!
Goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. Airing one out for Crowder. This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And here they get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's in answer.
How did they get that done?
So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Faking the give, Darnold. Finding Green complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 28.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And I don't see why that trend would change now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
The 11-yard line.
Herbert now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Darnold.
Oh, he dropped it, you fucking bum!
Instead, it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 38-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
6-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon.
Get the go block somebody! You fucking bum.
Yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. The give is to Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And they'll try and go jet sweep here with Perriman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a pass here caught by Henry. Catch and run, 71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
C.J. Mosley.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Akers.
What are you doing?
Across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Jets 34. Chargers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kenneth Murray in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
28,
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They snap it to Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he got the first down. God damn it.
Across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. 27-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Really? They gave me that on a 3rd down? No.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside. inside the 10, back at the 9. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brian Cole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and...
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Jenkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. It's complete. Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Today's final
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to... And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote. Retain some kind of self-control. Inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, out the asylum. Was a fateful mistake, cause the timing up. Yeah, the boss of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go when I'm alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they beat us. Huge us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Mercy, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name.